It's no secret that Zarya is running away with it as the tank of choice in Overwatch 2, at least at the higher levels. At some of the lower levels, you may see some Orisa going on as, ooh, this is an unstoppable monster. But for the higher levels, the tank of choice, you're really looking at Zarya. In fact, you're getting cries of, oh, if you don't kill her, she'll just 1v5 your whole team. Well, that's a mistake. She is very good, don't get me wrong. She's partially being used as a check to D.Va. You can check out the video that we've done on counter triangles there, and D.Va's also very strongly tuned right now. But when it comes to Zarya, there's really a very specific way that you want to play her to get value. Something that, yes, there's obviously some of the stuff that people have always known about Zarya of, oh, hey, gotta make sure you get that bubble value, gotta make sure you either see the incoming damage with projectiles or you're already taking that damage or at like 50, 40, 60% health and actively being shot. They can't help but shoot you, as we see here, to block this mercy res. But the other thing that you're going to run into is your target selection. You guys can just see what happened here on this screen. We're watching some A10, who's a well-known Zarya, did play some professionally, now really better known as a streamer, where there are options for other targets, but he's always looking for targets besides the Zarya. See, even as that Fair is leaving his screen, he's putting the damage, the Zarya is putting the damage onto the Fair, even though, oh, not able to get the kill. Okay, putting damage onto the Zarya, oh, instantly there's an opportunity to throw a right click at the Sombra over there. That's a bit extreme. You're actually in a situation where you generally prioritize left clicking whatever is available to you, and you're actively looking for targets that are not the other team's tank. Shooting it, a Zarya, a Roadhog, not terribly good. You'll do it over shooting at nothing, but you would much prefer to beam down any of the other targets, supports ideally, but any of the other targets. And this can be confusing because you feel like if you shoot at the Zarya, they'll shoot at you, you'll be able to bubble it and get energy, or you have to remove the Zarya because they've got 80 energy, they're doing so much damage. But watch this, oh, was on the Zarya, instantly looking for another target. Was on the Zarya, oh, there's the Sombra over there, let's throw a right click at it. Oh, was on the Zarya, instantly there's an Ana that you can hop over and go ahead and melt that Ana instead. Oh, there's a Zarya over here? Oh, wait, there's a Pharah over there. Let's go melt that Pharah. Now, yes, the Zarya did die right before the Pharah melted, but you can tell that flick was going to be happening regardless. So I want to point this out because this is really important, and I'm seeing a lot of people sort of fall into this trap of going, tank shoot at other tank. Remember, the tanks give you 30% less ult charge. The tanks are never going to die in some of these situations if they have two supports available to them. You probably don't have the best tracking in the world of when that Zarya has actually wasted or used both of their bubbles. You're going to be better off shooting at any other target that becomes available. Even if the Zarya is at like 50% health, you're generally going to be better swapping off to the Moira that came in to heal them, swapping into the Lucio that came in to bug you to help their Zarya stabilize, or their Orisa stabilize, or their Roadhog stabilize, or their Reinhardt stabilize. You are looking, as Zarya, to swap past the tank to do damage. Sometimes that'll even mean do-si-doing your way past the target. You could be in a situation where the enemy Zarya is ahead of you, their Moira is right here, and you're in a situation where you are right here, the other Zarya is shooting at you, no big deal whatsoever. You're happy to ignore that Zarya and sort of do-si-do yourself to here where you can melt the Moira. You do not care that the Zarya is shooting you. In fact, if you're still at like 100%, 80%, 70% health, you don't even care and you're just going to walk in and shoot at that Moira. You're not going to pop your bubble until a second person is shooting at you, until you're lower on health, so low that by popping your bubble, you're going to be allowed to stay in and finish off the Moira. You're not do-si-doing in with your bubble to kill the Moira initially, you're do-si-doing in with your bubble available, and then you're using it to take out the Moira, the Lucio, the Sojourn, the Pharah, whatever is there. But you pop your bubble once you already have multiple people shooting at you. The act of stepping past the Zarya, the act of gluing yourself to that other player that isn't the opposing tank is what's going to cause people besides the Zarya to go, oh no, that's too annoying, now you're too dangerous to us, you're about to confirm a kill, and then they try to shoot you, and then your bubble gets more value. It's also when you're likely to draw more CC. That said, this meta is not terribly high CC. Yes, you do have to worry about Ana abilities. Yes, you do have to worry about Sombra hacks. You're going to have to bubble to block Sombra hacks. That's just reality. But you're really looking to use that bubble after you're in a situation where using this bubble will allow me to finish off a Target, a Moira, a Lucio, an Ana, a Bap, a Sojourn, a Zen, Genji, whatever the case may be there, not so much as a I bubble and then I step in type situation. And you're looking for targets besides the Zarya. You don't have to look for those targets for your right clicks necessarily, like we saw here. But if you have a left click option on anyone besides Zarya, you need to flick off that Zarya as quickly as possible, either to try and kill them, which is what you really want, but even if you don't get the 100%, even if you don't manage to kill them, even if they manage to get away, they're going to cycle themselves out of the fight, and if they cycle themselves out of the fight, they're either going to take worse angles or take cover as a result of having taken this damage, and that is going to reduce the incoming damage on you or reduce the incoming healing on their tank, which would be reducing the incoming pressure from their team onto yours. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have questions, absolutely let me know in the comments down below. If you're enjoying the content, drop a like, consider subscribing for more thought-provoking Overwatch 2 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Temporal out.